Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your homies over today, bringing you guys a brand new video. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Gwolves HTS Plus 4K edition. I actually got the Sapphire colorway. These came out not too long ago, and I really thought that they looked super sharp, and so I decided to pick this one up. Since I bought this one, they released like a purple, a red, a bunch of other like crazy-looking translucent colorways. Kind of reminds me of the old Xbox 360 controllers from back in the day that were see-through. I had one that was blue, like almost identical to this, so it's a little bit nostalgic for me. Overall, I'm really enjoying this mouse, so I figured I'd do a review for you guys. So first of all, we can get into the shape and the weight. Coming in at 51 grams, this mouse feels like very light in hand. I've enjoyed the HTS shape for many years now. I used the HTS Stardust on Fortnite for like 2 years, and it never did me wrong. Honestly, I used it until the QC was absolute dog shit. Click started wobbling into oblivion. I eventually moved on from the mouse, but I really enjoyed the shape while I was using it. However, the HTS Plus 4K is a little bit more narrow and a little longer than the regular HTS. It's perfect for relaxed claw or aggressive claw. It's about 8 grams lighter with a solid shell than the HTS wireless, so it outclasses the HTS wireless by far. Next, we can talk about the build quality. There is absolutely no side flex on my copy. I could squeeze it as hard as I possibly can, and it just will not flex. There's no creaking or rattling. Shaking the mouse around, it makes absolutely no noise. I'm having no issues with the side buttons on Valorant specifically. I haven't played Fortnite on this mouse, but some of y'all Fortnite nerds might have some problems with these side buttons. I'm not sure. I press them in as hard as I can, and I can't get them to get stuck. They feel fine on my copy. I heard other people were having problems with that, so it's very possible that that could be an issue. There is one problem with my copy, which is wobble on the clicks. It's not too bad. Like, it's a very minimal wobble. I don't feel it in game at all. But for a mouse that costs $170, I really don't think there should be any wobble at all. It's not the end of the world though, like I said. Next, we can talk about the clicks. There's not much pre-travel or post-travel on these clicks. They feel pretty good in my opinion. They're very spammable in game. They feel great. The click latency is super low. According to Gwolves, it's 0.8 milliseconds, and I can definitely feel that in game. In the software, I'm using 0 debounce, and I have absolutely no double click issues. But 0 debounce with a 0.8 millisecond click latency feels absolutely amazing in game. So I would definitely recommend this mouse for anybody playing TAC FPS where you need to have a fast reaction time or be able to shoot quick. It feels amazing in Valorant. Quickly, we can cover the scroll wheel. It's a kind of a heavy scroll wheel click. That's one thing I did notice. Actual scrolling feels fine though. The steps aren't too defined. Overall, it feels pretty good. I feel like this would be fine for Fortnite scroll wheel reset or any other game that would require your scroll wheel. I use scroll wheel to jump in Valorant, and it feels absolutely fine for that. So next, I'd like to talk about the wireless, like the 4K implementation and the battery. 4K works perfectly. It's very smooth. I have no stuttering on my PC in game. The software says 8K will be out soon, so I'm really excited for that as well. To avoid any stutters, make sure you get the newest firmware of the mouse. I know there was some issues on the older firmwares, but on the newest firmware, like I said, I've had no issues on my PC. You can also make sure to plug it into a USB 3.0 to avoid having any issues. That's helped with all my 4K mice, so I definitely recommend doing that if you guys don't already. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but there is a big issue here, and that is the battery life. Battery life is pretty bad. 4K hertz polling rate, I'm getting about 2 to 3 days of gameplay, which isn't horrible, but it should be better for a $170 mouse. And when you have mouse like the ULX on the market that can go 8K or 4K hertz for days on end without dying, I just feel like at this price point, they should definitely have a better improved battery. Apparently, it was worse in earlier batches, but this is my first copy of the mouse, and I still don't think it's that great. And because you have to charge it so often, the fact that it's micro USB to charge is a little bit annoying. I would like to see USB-C on this, but it is what it is. Next, we can talk about the coating and the skates. The stock skates are absolutely horrible. When I first got it, I went to swipe it across my Zero X Soft, and it just felt like super rough. I could literally hear the roughness in the swipe, and I really did not like that at all. I definitely recommend replacing the skates. As you can see, I have the Tiger Ice V2 dots on here, and they feel absolutely amazing. Tiger Ice V2s are like my favorite skates, and I'd recommend them to anybody who's trying to buy aftermarket skates. I could not find any aftermarket skates for this mice that fit like 1-to-1, but dots work perfectly fine. You can pretty much put any skate on here that will fit in between the diameter of the mouse because there's no cutout or anything specifically for like a certain size skate. For anybody wondering about the coating on the Sapphire edition, it's a textured plastic feeling. It's not very grippy at all, especially with sweaty hands. They do include the Gwolves grips, these ones right here. I wouldn't say these are bad grips. I used them on my Stardust for years, and it was good, don't get me wrong, but something like BTL grips will definitely suit you better. So if you're going to keep this mouse for the long run, I definitely recommend getting better grips. So I quickly want to do a run through of the software and my settings. First of all, I have the mouse on 4000 polling rate. I have click debounce on 0 milliseconds. This is how you get the 0.8 millisecond latency. I have my liftoff distance on low. You can keep it on high. I don't think it's really going to affect anything, but low obviously has lowest input delay. That's pretty much everything important. But you can close this while playing and your settings will save. So yeah. In conclusion, this is a good shape for relaxed claw. It has a good 4K implementation. It's a good low weight, small mouse that some of y'all might really enjoy, but $170 for the Sapphire and Ruby colorways is a steep ask. If you guys do like small claw grip mice though, it definitely might be worth a try. There's just so many other mice on the market, especially especially in this price range, that you could try as well. So I can't 100% recommend this mouse to everybody. I enjoy it a lot. You might enjoy it a lot. It's definitely worth a try. But yeah, you guys are just gonna have to check that out for yourself. Hopefully my review gave you guys some insight that will help you make your decision. But yeah, I really hope you guys are enjoying these reviews. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.